We're not discussing the fact that Putin, originally asked to join NATO, and he claims laughed at for it. This is a long time ago. I think that was in 2000 or 2001. He's had his multiple requests to consider that he receive reassurances that the Ukraine won't join NATO, refused outright, not in very conciliatory language. I mean, when I look at, obviously I wasn't on the ball because I was thinking about other things, but now that it's happening, I go back and I look at the build up to this. I'm thinking, it's not, we all know what Putin is. We all know who he is. We all know what he's capable of. You only have to look at the list of journalists who've died under his rule. What was done prior to this to make him feel like he had a place at the table? Because if a man like that doesn't feel like he has a place at the table, he'll burn the fucking table and everybody at it.
Except the marble table that he's using to meet these leaders.
It's insane.
There's 15 meters.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And people are telling me, no, he's fine. He's mentally stable. I released a video on YouTube yesterday saying that, suggesting that he'd lost his mind. And all these Kremlin bots and pro-Putin edgelords from America jump on. They're like, no, you don't. You're believing mainstream media. You don't know he's attacking the biolabs that produce COVID in Ukraine, and he's stopping the human. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is QAnon all
Humanitarian
over
Putin.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing it for humanitarian reasons. He's sending in 19-year-old soldiers who believe they're on a training exercise to invade a country with not enough fuel, with no objectives, to get captured by civilians with guns. I mean, it's fucking insane. These claims that people are making, the mental gymnastics they go through to make this be something that fits a pre-existing narrative is astonishing. But where I see the problem with the mainstream media narrative rushing us towards war is we're not talking about NATO expansionism. He's right. He made a speech on December 21st, 2001. Just people can look it up. Putin's speech, December 21st, 2001, saying the West absolutely would not allow military buildup on one of its borders. And it's a huge fucking border. Ukraine's a massive country. And when you look at it on a map, which I didn't before this happened, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I think most people hadn't, it's very significant. It's the gateway between East and West as far as Russia is concerned. Or not East and West, but Europe and Russia. Ukraine is, I mean, that's why it's called the Ukraine. It means the borderlands. So does he have a right to be upset? Fucking right, he has a right to be upset. And does he have a right to ask for reassurances? Well, if we're all mates and we're all allies, and this is his point, he said this multiple times, if you want me to be an ally, treat me like an ally. But we're not doing that. We've mugged him off. And he's a psychopath. So what's he going to do? Well, he might do something violent. He might do something rash and unreasonable to show his strength, to reassert his masculinity, and to be like, okay, you think I've not still got it? I'll show you guys.
Like the school bully.
Yeah, school bully. I mean, it's not... Diplomatically speaking, it looks like a bit of a failing. Or, if I'm paranoid, it looks like a provocation. A deliberate provocation. Screw you, Putin. We're not doing anything. I mean, the response back to his speech on December 21st was, we're not moving any of our troops out of Eastern Europe. We're not giving you these assurances, even though we said we would multiple times over the years. We're not doing anything that you've said.